Hi, you know one thing that Moses said? He said, I would that all you guys be prophets. Now, was he actually talking about the fivefold ministry? Of course, they didn't have it back in the Old Testament, and that's in Numbers 11. But what I want to talk to you about today is prophetic utterances. You don't have to be in the office of a prophet to do that. You can take prophetic utterances that prophets have prophesied, or you can take the written word. We did that yesterday. We stopped working. All of a sudden, we started praying for the nation, and we actually took Joshua 10, and we prayed out word for word what Joshua 10 said about the sun and the moon standing still. And so you can learn how to pray prophetic utterances. Now, why is that important? God operates on those prophetic utterances. See, we have the prince of the power of the air. We have the devil up there. And he's trying to mess stuff up. And he's got all these words that he's saying. He's saying, this is not going to happen. This is going to happen. He's saying all kinds of stuff. And he's trying to get his words come to pass. But God said that his prophetic words, his written word, or his words from his prophets, have power and they have authority. Now, when it's a prophet that is prophesying these prophecies, from the office of a prophet, it does have a high level of authority and power going forth. And we can actually take those, which we do, my prayer group does this. We take those and we start praying what I call praying it out. We start praying them out. We start making declarations so that we're in agreement with what God is saying for right now. Now, why does God use that? How does he use prophetic utterances? Jesus Christ, now follow me, is the Word. The Word was made flesh. Got it? And that Word or that flesh dwelt among us. So Jesus, when we actually, a lot of us say, we talk about the Bible and we call it being the Word. Actually, it's the Jesus, okay? So why is that so important? God, that's how he set everything up. He made Adam a speaking spirit. How did he take care of the chaotic situations? God himself, he said, light be. So God has his word. His word being spoken begins to create and bring to pass God's will here on this earth. So prophetic utterances is really good. I heard Kenneth Copeland years and years and years ago. He talked about you being the prophet of your own life. Isaiah 61, and in the Amplified Bible, the last verse says that we have this word coming forth, and as this word comes forth, it's going to cause the earth to bring forth what is planted in it. So prophetic utterances. How many times do you think you probably said something, I know I've done this, said something stupid, and you ended up getting a harvest from something stupid? Okay, so what we need to do now, right now, in this critical time, you have got to start speaking. I've got to start. We got to watch what we're saying, because we need to be saying what God is saying, because we need that power and authority going into the atmosphere to create what God's will is so that we can get things turned around in this nation. We have all kinds of people on TV and media saying ugly things, bad things, all kinds of stuff. They're talking about you're not a girl, you're not a guy, you're this, you're that, you're the other thing. False prophets speaking this stuff out. You and me, listen, honey, we got to come alive. We got to start saying what God is saying. Prophetic utterances are necessary right now, today. Get some decrees. Learn how to do it. You know what God told that ocean out there? He said in Psalms and in Job, he said, I'll make a decree. All right, water, you're going to stay out. You're going to stay out there. Sand, you're going to stay here. I made a boundary. And you go, well, I heard about the tsunami. It came, but you know what? That sand was laying there. That ocean was out there. And you know what? That big old wave came. But that sand said, you got to go back. You got to go back. You got to go back. The decree that God had set up and the boundary that he had set up, even if the ocean overflowed it still went back. You need to learn how, I need to learn how, we need to be more active in prophetic decrees. You can change things in your life and you can change things in this nation. Will you do that with me? Will you get with me? Hey, send me some questions. Grab hold of my gingerziegler.com, get on that Substack, learn how to pray. Let's get this buggy turned around. It's time to do a new thing in God, because he has an outpouring of the Holy Spirit of great grace, signs, wonders, miracles, and no need among us. Acts 4:33. Get ready. It's happening, and you're going to be a part of it. See you next time.